I got 2 pages of instructions on how to feed cats.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's what you said. I have processes that actually transfer lots and lots of output all over the world, and it ain't got this many steps.
He took notes. He's being a good boy, so he's prepared to take care of kitties. Most important thing is some food goes out in the morning and the evening, but yeah. There is a process. Cats are fussy creatures. Marty, good morning. Good morning, Tux. Hey, Morris. Morris. Hi, guys. Donnie knows what to do now. Marty's got an itchy. And Tux is in his abode over here. So you got all that?
Oh, y'all pray for me. That's all I got to say.
Not that bad. It's not. Not quite as refreshing this morning as it has been. Everybody's doing good. These guys didn't know what to make when Don stepped out on the front porch with me, but Panther went down the stairs for a minute, but he's back. I mean, he's hungry right when the coast is clear. He's gonna come back and eat. All right, so Don is good to go while I'm gone. He's got 4 leftover meatballs and some spaghetti squash. He's got a whole thing of ribs. I kind of saved them on purpose. He's got a little bit of leftover guacamole. He's got stuff to make nachos. There's bacon in this tub. This is Sunday's meal. We're going to have shish kebabs. I'm teriyaki marinating them for a couple of days. So Don's set. If he feels like bacon and eggs, he can cook that, or he can just throw stuff in the toaster oven and warm it up, and he should be all set. I took care of him too. I did add on some yellow bricks last night while I was cooking dinner. It's nice to have the project right here on the counter and be able to do that. I'm not going to have time to work on it today. Sunday would be the earliest, maybe Monday. We'll see. It's coming along nice. I'm excited. These windows here repeat up on the next floor. This design gets carried up on both sides. It's pretty exciting. I did get the fire escape thing installed, the pergola, whatever you want to call it, on the back side. There's another ladder that gets installed here that goes down the wall from the roof too. We're here at the environmental park. One other car. It's going on 8:30. We're doing good on time for me to do what I need to do and get out of here today. I'm shooting to leave at noon. And I'm 3/4 of the way packed. Just got to load up my computer when I'm done with it. Don remembered that I might need a stadium seat if I'm sitting on bleachers tomorrow, so he went and got me that. I can always go out to Ruby and get it. This venue is not that big. Better have a safe spot for Ruby. Good morning, kitty. Good morning.
Came looking for you.
Hi, I'm here. I'm not really late. Hi. Hi. Well, they got the poles set yesterday, and they're back this morning, and I can see the top bar. The guy there, he's carrying it. So they're definitely getting ready to install something today. But these poles aren't any taller than the poles they had before. You know, over at Action Park, it was a lot taller. So I just don't understand how this is better. So the concrete, for the most part, got left in the ground. They cut them off at the ground and then filled over. And these poles aren't any taller than the other poles. And they've cut some of the tops off of them to get them laser leveled up at the right height too. They got the cherry pickers so they can get up high. So it's going to be a 3-day operation to do a ball field. That's to redo it, right? Because I think they'll get that fence put up today.
Yeah, but I think it might finish today, but I don't know.
What do you think? They're not going to get done today?
Yeah, I think the fence goes up pretty quick. You know, because that fabric, when you just lay it out, it goes really fast.
But sealing it to the ground and the poles and all that stuff is longer? Okay, so maybe 4 days.
Yeah, maybe Monday though.
Okay.
They're certainly going to do the cherry picker thing today. I'm surprised they're not starting with that first. I don't know if they're going to take all that
back away or not. Yeah.
Infrastructure.
Well, I'm thinking they're on a deadline now to get stuff moved out of the way by
Oh, sure.
the 29th, let's say. You know, the town will be out here putting up the orange plastic fencing and other stuff for the July 4th celebration.
Real soon.
So I guess it'll be interesting to see if they come over here and mess with this other field before the 4th celebration.
Well, what is it, a week from today?
Yeah, it's close. They don't got a lot of time. I mean, surely they can get the one side tightened, zipped up, completed, but I don't know about doing this other side too.
Yeah,
Unless they got some more crew coming to take this down. But if they were, I think they'd be here. So, besides the new fencing, you asked what was the talk on the trail this morning. It's all about Kitty. Kitty down the trail. Who owns Kitty? How friendly Kitty is. That was what the talk was. I told everybody, I think a lot of us continue to monitor that she's doing good. Sneak her a little food here or there, give her a belly rub as we walk past on the trail. She seems pretty content. Dawn says if she wasn't happy, she would grab a hold of my leg and she would follow. She doesn't do the tux thing. She doesn't have that puppy dog thing. Because I tried to get her to follow me up here to the shadier part of the trail this morning, and she was like, nah, I'm just gonna, thanks for rubbing my belly, but I'm just gonna stay where I am. Which I don't want her following me to the track near the road, so that's pretty good that she's, you know, staying in this area. But a lot of people visit with her on the trail in the morning now. There you are again. And Dawn sees a can of food. They really shouldn't leave it in the can. She could cut her mouth. I'll see if it's still got food in it. I'm going to dump it in the grass because that's that could hurt her mouth. Okay.
Bone dry. I mean, there's a...
You going to throw it away for us? Thank you.
Really?
Hi, Kitty. Kitty, kitty. I watered everything again. We're not supposed to have rain, and you know, Don would water for me if he saw stuff, but it's just best I handle that. He'll keep an eye out if I've missed something. Here comes Tux. I mean Stripe, excuse me. Hey, buddy. Well, Johnny and I are loaded up and ready to go, baby. I don't know where your stuff would fit, Donnie. No, we don't have anything in the front.
Well, we
the
had to
middle
make room for robots.
and the right in the middle row is empty, except for the pillow and the Tux. Let me bring down the wings. They don't usually go all the way up unless I override here. I don't have it always up at this location. I could, but I don't. Well, I won't keep you out here in this sun too long. It's getting strong.
Yeah, it is, but I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
Yeah, well,
I love you.
I love you too.
This is the first time
That's right.
ever since Don and I started dating, pretty sure, that I went off with one or more of the boys overnight.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Patricia, that trip one time, but we hadn't
moved. I hadn't moved in
since we've moved in. That's
since
right.
I've moved in
I've made a couple trips
2013.
away to-
Only a couple though,
Only a couple.
but yep. He's got another one in October coming
Yeah,
up.
we do,
Gonna go
sure.
have some fun at that
That's
resort
right.
in Florida.
That's right. I got another trip coming up.
I love you.
I love you
I'll be
too.
safe and I'll be home soon as I can tomorrow. But tomorrow it could be late. It could be quite late, but I'll be home before midnight.
Yeah. Well,
I can tell you that.
Ruby will do most of the driving, I'm sure.
That's right.
All right. Kiss, kiss.
Kiss. I put in all the places: Lego store in Concord, the makerspace in Charlotte, the hotel, the makerspace again tomorrow morning, and then home. Let's see what it says. So it wants me to stop in Siler City and charge for 5 minutes. And then it says I don't need to charge until I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I would not follow that recommendation.
Right. Well, I certainly could swing
There
into
you go.
Right. That's tomorrow. It's at, yeah, or it says I need to charge at the Charlotte. I don't know which location that is.
That one up on, remember, do the one way down by, the Charlotte one is kind of tricky. That original one.
Right. We don't want to go to, oh, God, I had the name in my, yeah, we're not going to do the original Charlotte one. That one's hard in and out.
But stop at that one that we stopped at. What was it?
Bucky's?
No.
We're not going that far.
Anyway, there's another one now on the way that you should be stopped at.
Let's bring it up. Archdale?
Yeah, is that it?
Is that the one we stopped at?
Maybe, I don't know.
Colfax, Archdale. Seems like there's one more that's not showing up here in the list, but anyway, I got it that I'll be charging so that I got plenty to get out of town tomorrow morning and charge someplace on the way home. It'll change, but I can get to the courtyard and still, it says the hotel, and still have 34%. And then back to the makerspace and back to the Charlotte supercharger, whichever one that is. And so it's trying to tell me I got a lot. But I'm sure leaving the AC on at the Concord Mills, at the mall and stuff is going to chew up a small amount. Anyway, I'm good. I love you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, bud. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Crossing over Sharon Harris Lake. Yeah, as you would expect, we're going out the back way to get to 64 over to Siler City and to take 421 up to Greensboro and then 85 back down to Charlotte. This is pretty standard go west from our house directions. All right, there's the cloud maker. It's definitely making clouds today. Yeah, this on-ramp onto US 1 South so we can pick up 421, it is like, this is the good part of it, and it is in bad shape, and they really need to redo it. So Ruby says 418 now for the makerspace. That's not counting a stop at Lego or any additional charging time. But that's much better. That 517 number or 511 number we saw earlier, I don't know where that came from. And anyway, it's all sorted out now. So we've got time to stop at Lego and all is good. So we're going to stop in Archdale to charge. I just have no idea why she would tell us that we need to charge at Siler City for 5 minutes instead of Archdale. I mean, we're not going to get charged very quick if we pull in. I've got 180 miles right now, so we're going to get there at like 160 mile. Archdale is only, it says it's 52 miles from our current location. I have 180 miles of range right now, so I know we can make Archdale. So that's convenient. I believe that's the place Dawn and I stopped at last time. That was a New Sheets. So I'm not listening to the car, but I'm vetoing her decision. So I clicked to add Archdale and it did a bunch of calculations and it removed Siler City. And obviously it's telling me I can get to Archdale with 42%. Johnny's happy with that because he can go in the Sheets and get something. We may not have time to go to the food court at the outlet mall. And I've double checked that I'm not insane about skipping Siler City, which I knew I wasn't. But so it's all good. So I got the car to agree with me. I really cannot live without this waypoint thing now. Imagine I would have had to go to a better route planner and I would have had to have actually thought about where we were going, and she's just doing everything now to help me out. I'm so pleased with that new function. Officially on 85 South now. We've got maybe 15 miles to Archdale to the supercharger. We're doing good, making good time, haven't had any major traffic issues or irritants from other vehicles, or it's all good. You can see us making the little loop around Greensboro.
Oh, I did not do that right.
That's fine. You did great.
Blue.
Yay! First try. Johnny helped me get really close. As long as I take a little, oh wow, this one you can actually see the wires inside of it. He helped me get really close. He put his hand in the rear view camera. That was pretty cool. So I've never been to Archdale before. I don't know why I thought I'd been here. $4.35 for gas. That $3.99 I think is ethanol, but real gas. So right now I'm getting 120 kilowatts. I like it. This is a 250 kilowatt station. We're going to be here at least 20 minutes. I'd like to get up to 80 or 90%. I don't know why it bumped it up that I needed more, but it's trying to get me back to Charlotte North Lake, and I've never been to that charger. Mallard Creek Church is the one I would like to avoid if I can. So that was nice of Dawn to follow us over here to Archdale and plug in next to Ruby. Just kidding. Ruby's running her fan. She's hot. Oh, Johnny and I just got back to the car. She says I have enough charge to finish my trip. I'm at 200 miles. So I'm looking at the chargers in and around Charlotte. This is our destination for the makerspace, and this is actually the new charger at Carowinds in South Carolina. So I would not be down here. Those wouldn't be helpful. Mallard Creek looks like it's currently got a wait time. I think that's what, either that or it's offline. I don't know what that symbol means. Can I click on it, I think, without messing up my trip? Out of order 3B and 4B, medium weight. So yeah, Mallard Creek, I already knew that would be to be avoided. I'm trying to understand, is this the one that's the North Lake Center Parkway? Okay, right on 77 going into and out of town. So right now on the way home, it's telling me that when I get on the coming out of town tomorrow, when I would get to North Lake Center, that I'm going to have 27% charge, and I really want a little more cushion than that. So Johnny and I might leave because we're down to 44 kilowatts here, and then make another stop probably at the North Lake Center Parkway and just charge a little bit as we come into town this afternoon, because we're going to be going right past there, and just top up a little bit. I'd like to have like 40%, 45% for the around town. You know, I just would probably just like just a little bit more charge. Now, I didn't see if the hotel had charging, and I don't want to take the UMC out of the trunk if I don't have to. So I would rather just hit the supercharger. But I think we'll go do our shopping. Johnny's got plenty of time to eat before we get there. It's about an hour from our current location, it says. And yeah, Johnny's got chicken and ranch and good smelling fries, and he's totally good with sheets, because I would have took him to the Wendy's if he'd wanted it. There's a Walmart neighborhood market within walking distance. It's like right there. It's across the shopping center road, but not a major road. Another Y has pulled in, so there's 2 X's and 2 Y's right now. See, there's the neighborhood market. I am noticing here though that this way out of the shopping center means I have to go right and I need to go left. So I should have gone out the other way from the sheets. Let me get turned around over here in the Walmart. I think it might be faster. Or maybe I can go out the back way down here and get over to the stoplight. Yeah, so when you leave the supercharger, exit to your right if you're backed in, and that'll take you to the side street where you can make the left turn, you know, cross the intersection, etc., etc. Yeah, it's a good thing we left, because there's 5 Teslas charging now. It doesn't really matter at 250 kilowatt, but it was just getting busy. And what I wanted to say is, I don't know how long we charged, but we didn't wait at the car at all. I filmed that short little video clip, and then we went. So, well, I'm pleased to report as of this time that I still have autopilot. And I kind of thought maybe when we left the supercharger I wouldn't have it, but I do. And it's about an hour to the Lego store at Concord Mills Outlet Mall. Well, it's definitely busy enough headed down to Charlotte today. 50 to 100 cars in front of me and 50 to 100 cars behind me. Going past the exit for the Transportation Museum, the Train Museum. Not stopping today though. So there's a Mach-E in the left lane. Just went past us. Has a new paper tag on it. It's the first non-Tesla EV I've seen on the trip that I recognized. I had Johnny look up and he says Charlotte is double the population and double the land mass of Raleigh, so it is a much larger city. I mean, I knew it was larger, but I'm a little surprised it was double. The article did say that downtown Raleigh is more densely populated than downtown Charlotte, though, and I agree with that because there's not a lot of housing right in downtown Charlotte, and there's quite a bit of housing in Raleigh. So we're coming up on Concord, 11 miles until our exit for the outlet. Technically, I lived in Concord for a while, and IBM Charlotte is 5 to 10 miles south of Concord. It's on this side of town. And of course UNC Charlotte, where I got my degree in math, is also like basically around the corner from IBM, so I'm pretty familiar with up here. Maybe just slowed a little bit because the speed limit slowed and I hit the wrong button trying to speed her back up. So when I lived down here, this outlet mall wasn't here, at least not in the form that it currently is. And this is also the exit for the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So my helpful navigator said to go in here near the Sun and Ski Sports, and then we should be really close to the Lego store. Lego celebrating 90 years of play. What do they have out front? Wow, look at the size of that Ferrari. Transformers, the AT-AT. I was hoping oh, I do like Starry Night. Now I can see how big and small it is. That's cool. More cars. Look at the size of that. And of course, I had not seen the piano. The piano is way cool. That is pretty amazing. I have the small Hedwig, but look at the large Hedwig. He is so cool. Well, Johnny and I had a good time at the Lego store. It is bigger than Crabtree. The staff was nice in there, like the staff at Crabtree. We were there longer than we should have been. We're back on the road now, and I did decide to stop at Charlotte North Lake and charge for about 20 minutes. And just to make sure, sitting around tomorrow, I've got plenty of charge to get back to at least North Lake, or maybe all the way to Archdale on the way out of town. I'll just, you know, when we get ready to leave, I'll stop at whichever one it tells me is the right one to stop at. We're almost to the North Lake charger. And it's Friday rush hour traffic in the Charlotte area. Oh joy. There was an accident back there and it held us up a bit. Is it blue? Yep. Phew! It's full. And can you even get back in?
Yep.
Okay. Whew! Huh?
Say hi to the camera.
Sure you can. Hi. Well, we're getting 96, 106. We're getting decent kilowatts. Let me turn down the fan speed. I'm not going to turn the air all the way off, but I am going to turn it down. So Charlotte North Lake is in a shopping center. It does say Center Parkway, and it is. It's basically like a Cary Crossroads. It's like Burlington, and we're here on the back side, and we're full I think it's 12 stalls, but oh my God, it's full. It is rush hour on a Friday though. People got places to go today. We didn't have to wait. Nobody's waiting. So that's good. The X pulled up, but somebody left right when they pulled up, so no waiting. So we're still getting 78 kilowatts. We haven't been here very long. It says 15 minutes to continue trip, and it's telling me I can make it back to Siler City at 16%. I don't need to make it back to Siler City. I need to make it back to Archdale, because I can make it home from Archdale. So it's showing us getting back to the makerspace tomorrow morning with 60%. So that sounds pretty good. So I really am getting comfortable about it now, because I don't have to make it to Siler City. That would be nice, but I don't have to do that. So let's see, it's 5:30. We will definitely be leaving by 5:45, if not before. Ruby has 158 miles, and I'm certainly not going to go past 80%, which is something a little over 200. All right, the bottleneck is loosening up, but it's still pretty full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charging. I think there's 12 stalls. I'm getting ready to unplug. We've got plenty now. Should. Wow, Charlotte has toll express lanes over here on I-77 now. Who knew? These weren't here when I lived in Monroe. Yeah, I moved from the Monroe area up to Raleigh in 91, and then after 93 I wasn't really back in the area very much anymore, except for a trip straight into Monroe, not bypassing Charlotte to go see my dad. So yeah, I wasn't on I-77 much after 93. That was a long time ago. Well, we're coming just to the west of Charlotte. It's down there. We're gonna get over to the makerspace at 6 p.m. That was actually the original time we were shooting for this morning, so that's not too bad. And I am doing okay here on I-77. Johnny's holding the camera for me so I can really concentrate. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see the city here again in just a minute as we come around the curve. I've been down, you know, the last time I was down here was when we went to Carowinds. We came down this part of I-77 when we went to Carowinds. This brings back memories. Brookshire Freeway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. So New Jersey was 10 years. Monroe was essentially 10 years, maybe 12. And then all the rest of the time I've been up in the Cary, Willow Spring, Fuquay area, and most of it Willow Spring and Fuquay. Johnny doesn't remember seeing Charlotte before, and I'm sure since the last time we were here, it's really grown again. I mean, it just, you know, like Raleigh, it just keeps on sprawling out. There's downtown. I think Mr. Don went and watched the Panthers play once. The makerspace is, I guess I would call this an industrial park area. 400 feet onto Presley Road. And we're supposed to turn left. And there's one more stop sign. So here's the arena. Way cool. So we checked in. Johnny got to meet his online friend. We got to see the arena and the pit area. It looks pretty low key and a lot of fun. And we're off to the hotel, which is in Gastonia, which is just west of Charlotte, where the event was originally going to be held. It's only like 20 minutes. It's not a big deal. All right, Cracker Barrel was good. We're just right across the street from our hotel. My little steak was actually really good, and Johnny had this chicken thing with bacon, cheese, and a glaze on top, and he really enjoyed that also. It was crowded when we first got in there. It's settling out a little bit now. It's going on 8:45. right, this is where I've left Ruby. Hopefully that's a good spot for her. Here's our hotel. I drove around just to see if there was charging, and I didn't expect any, and I didn't see any, and I don't need any, so we're good. So with a 20-minute stop in Siler City, we can get home with 26%. We'll be at 56% when we get back to the event tomorrow morning. Well, even if it's 46%, I don't need to make it to Siler City. We got lots of other choices for superchargers along the way, so it's all good. I'm happy. To be specific, Ruby has 159 miles worth of charge, and I'm leaving Sentry mode on, so I expect somewhere between 10 and 20 miles to be spent on Sentry mode potentially tonight. So what do you do when you're in a hotel room for the night? Why, of course, you bring Legos with you and you build Lego stuff. Johnny got that kit at the Lego store today. I brought the kit for this little train with me and have put it together. Johnny's has more pieces, lots more pieces.